So things went today as planned at a rather early hour in the morning by 10:30 a.m. Local time. The hostages were already out, handed to the Red Cross and then to Israeli authorities, and are now being actually flown with helicopters to hospitals in central Israel. It was already clear yesterday when the names were handed again at a relatively early time that things will go as planned. As you said, during the week it was far from being certain. There were days in which it seems as if this hostage release would not happen, as if the ceasefire would collapse. Eventually everything is as planned. The three hostages which came today, at least seemingly by first sight, came in a better condition than the three hostages which came out last Saturday. Therefore, there's a lot of happiness and far less outrage when we compare it with last week. Of course, it doesn't mean anything regarding the conditions in which they were held in the 16 months in Gaza. Things are heading forward. Another three hostages are meant to be released next week. Can we be certain that that will happen? Absolutely not. We saw during the week that there was a crisis. Things seemed as if they were heading for collapse. Eventually, it did not happen. We already heard earlier this week the conflicts regarding the heavy machinery. Can it come to Gaza? According to Hamas, Israel saying that this is not a part of the ceasefire. So this could play a part in the coming week. But at least for now, everything was as planned. The three hostages are already back home. Despite perhaps the comments by President Donald Trump saying that if he were in Israel's shoes, then he would bring on some tough reaction. I'm not sure we're going to see that. Marco Rubio is here, and he's also heading to Saudi Arabia. I think the main issue for the Trump administration for the long term is trying to find some kind of a normalization deal between Israel and Saudi Arabia. For that to happen, the Gaza front has to be quiet. The ceasefire deal has to continue. So I think this will be the main focus for Marco Rubio.